So tell me this is not the cutest little Braves jersey for her for next year. Hopefully we can go to some Braves games. Ain't that right? And it's on sale for $12, like steal. I'm also gonna get her some bananas for the morning for breakfast. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Only took a couple of minutes, but I think she finally understood to pick up the banana with both hands to actually eat it. She's my little monkey. She loves her nanners. Is it yummy? As you can tell, it is Christmas season. So from here on out until New Year's, it is Christmas mug. Every day, all day, every morning, wine, coffee, water, Christmas mug. Can you say good morning? Can you say good morning? So we have crazy hair when we wake up. Chit chat. Get ready with me this morning just because me and Everly are going to go to Ikea today with my Aunt Sylvie and my nieces Alina and Ariel. And she is trying to take her morning nap before we head out. Before I get started, I will go ahead and say that everything I am using will be linked down in the description bar below because as a mom, you don't have time to talk all day into the camera, especially when your child is a little grumpy. But first we need to cover these pores because they are the size of craters. I think when I was pregnant, my under eyes were so bad, like the bags. I was contemplating on getting Botox to help them out. I'm gonna go ahead and cover. Lately, my dark circles, like I did mention a minute ago, have gotten better. But while she's asleep in our bed, we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a speed through just because I don't want to keep talking and wake her up. So today we did use the concealer, the Benefit Boi-ing Cakeless concealer. And to set that, we are going to be using two different under eye powders. We are using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette in the highlighting shade Lyric, as well as mixing it with a MAC Pro Emphasize powder. And then we're going to go ahead and set our whole face with the MAC Studio Fix powder foundation in the shade NW20 because your girl's a little pale and she needs a tan very, very soon. And then we're going to go ahead and start bronzing the face. We're going to be using the Tarte powder in the shade Sculpt. It's probably one of my new favorite bronzing powders just because it does give you that all over glow rather than looking a little too muddy or a little too dark. So it's the perfect shade for my skin tone. And then once we are done bronzing the face the way we like it, we're going to go ahead and start highlighting the face. We're going to be using the Tarte Pro Glow palette. We're going to be using the shade Strobe. And then once we get that highlight nice and beaming, we're going to go ahead and start contouring the nose. We're going to be using the same Tarte bronzing powder we did use before on our cheeks. And then to go ahead and define the nose, we're going to be using the MAC Pro Emphasize powder. And just go ahead and shape and carve that out. And then once we got that nose contour to the way we like it, we're going to go ahead and start with the brows. I do like the bushier look lately just because it is a little bit quicker. And honestly, all you need is brow gel. Today we are using the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade number 3. It's a neutral light brown shade. It's a little bit darker than I prefer, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. And then we are going to be taking the Natasha Denona palette. The palette is called Peak. We are going to be starting with the crease. We're going to be using the first shade. It is called Amara. It is coming on camera a little bit more burnt orange rather than in person. It is more of a mauve with a purple undertone. And then on top of the Amara shade, we are going to be using the dark brown shade in the palette. It's called Thorn. And you just want to make sure you blend, blend, blend. And then once everything is blended on top, you do want to go ahead and start with the lower lash line. You do want to go ahead and take the first two shades that you did use on the lid. You want to go ahead and take Amara and Thorn, which is that purple mauve shade and the dark brown. And you just want to go ahead and blend underneath the under eye. And then once everything is blended, you do want to go ahead and take that pretty champagne color. The color is called Shine. as you could tell, it is beautiful. It's more of like a champagne-y gold kind of color. But once you do have that all over the lid, you do want to go ahead and take your pencil brush and just blend everything. So everything does blend together. And then to finish off the look, you do want to go ahead and use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Spray it all over your face and then get your sponge just so everything can blend seamlessly. And there you go. Where are we at? Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Ikea with my little sister and my nephew Luke. We did make a pit stop to Atlantic Station and we got a bunch of goodies. So at Atlantic Station, they did have an H&M, they had a Target, Old Navy, everything. So that is for the video this week. Next week, I will probably upload another video in a couple of days because we are going to my mom's tonight for a little family Friday night fun. And thank you guys so much for tagging along. We really appreciate it. If you guys can, just make sure you subscribe and we'll see you guys for next week's video of Friendsgiving.